When I first started out as a cook, I got a taste of what really goes on in the kitchen. Like a junkie wanting more, I was out searching, dining and working in the best restaurants in my reach. The more experienced I gained, the more questions I began asking, and the picture became clearer. There is a big gap between a good chef and a great chef. So, this is my search for what makes a great chef. Marco Pierre White.
Now for people who make rude comments.
Sorry sir, I do apologise. Unfortunately I won't be serving you any more food this evening because the lady was rude to Marco.
What lady?
The lady who's sitting with you.
What, my wife?
Yes.
Was rude to Marco?
Yes.
What, to his face?
Yes.
No.
And
When? What, just now?
Yes.
He was no stranger to kicking people out of the restaurant for their comments.
Eat it. Please don't tell Marco because I don't want to be thrown out. I've already seen he's thrown someone out tonight.
A customer once asked for chips with their meal. Marco then went and hand-cut all the chips, blanched them and then fried them, served them up and charged the customer £25 for his effort. A young chef once also complained about it being too hot at Harvey's. Marco then took a sharp knife and cut the back out of his jacket, making it much cooler for this young chef.
To work again. The Chef's Award. It's a Cook's Award. You get 2 stars for cooking. You get 3 stars for being a cook stroke restaurateur. And now that's what Gordon's turning into. He inspects his cheese board. He takes an interest in the wine cellar. He looks at the flowers. He inspects the waiters. 3 stars is all about the package.
After working so hard for so many years, Marco then handed back the 3 Michelin stars, explaining that he's being judged by people that know less than him in the kitchen, which I believe many chefs can relate to.
Why on the butter paper, please?
Just protects the meat. Stops it from scorching and drying out. So, in the oven.
That's it. A drop of water, my dear.
So now when the lamb's cooked, we wrap it in cling film and rest it for about 5-10 minutes.
This also preserves any juices that may
It keeps
come
all
out
the
of it.
juices. I mean, when you cook that piece of meat, the meat's still grey there.
Yeah.
But with the cling film, it sucks all the blood from the centre evenly all the way through.
Quite-
Anglaise, which is, or English custard, which is egg yolks, milk and sugar. So when your creme anglaise is made, you pass into another bowl and left to cool. That is when you put your honey in while it's still hot. Then you leave it to cool. Nice big slices so they look like lilies. Pads, that is.
As you can see, the food that he creates is nothing crazy. It's all classic French techniques, flavours, but he just adds another layer of flavour and technique.
So the first thing we do to the calf's liver is actually salt it. Then we lay it in the flour. Same again. Then we turn it over in the flour and coat it nicely. And then what we do is just off the excess flour, so it's like so. And then we lay the liver in. So just check to see it's caramelised nicely. and turn it.
You're looking for a hardish texture on the other side, are you?
No, just nicely golden brown.
And pink inside.
Pink inside. One of the secrets of cooking liver is to have a nice temperatured pan. If it's too hot, when you put your liver in, it scorches the flour, which is dusty, so that's no good. If you put it in when it's too cold, what happens then is it actually goes soggy. So temperature is very important. At this moment in time, that's very rare inside still. As you can see, it's got the bounce. As it starts to firmen up, you know that's going close to well done. A way of telling whether it's pink without actually feeling it is when the blood starts to come to the surface, then it's medium. Okay, that's how I like it. I like it very thin. Take it out of the pan, drain it of its fat. There's the liver. There we are. Nice with the onions and vinegar.
No, it's the business. Especially with the vinegar, it brings the onions out.
Where'd you get it from?
What?
Albert Roux.
I found it. Do you know who it belongs to?
Don't.
My mentor. The business.
Our mentor.
Our mentor. The man.
The boss.
Not Albert.
Well, you tell me no way. They call me a god. 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 Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession, I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex, haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing straight.
In the service, we've got 2 minutes, 1 minute, 15 seconds to get something from the kitchen to a table which is hot. It's been on a constant treadmill. And like Harper's kitchen, I'll be quite truthful, it's counterproductive now because there's more bodies in there, there's more equipment in there. It's just becoming smaller all the time, so therefore it's almost like being penned in.
Henry Gordon. I asked for the basin, I still haven't got it in. Why haven't I got the basin, Stephen?
Right, please.
Quickly, I want these 3 terrine. Service, come on, table 16.
A lot of the time when I lose my temper in the kitchen is because people put me in the shed. Well, if it's necessary, yes, then yes. If it's not, then no. Don't ask me a stupid question. There's no way I can sort of explain why I go crazy, really, apart from when people are spending a lot of money, and it's got to be done right.
Hey. You see the difference? You see that's not going to bleed, okay? Yeah, go.
At the end of the day, we've got to get results, and I don't care how we get them. I don't care how many boys we've got to go through to get them.
You do lose your temper quite a lot. Stephen, you've been on the receiving end. What's going on in your head when Marco's doing that?
Not a lot, really, because, I mean, when that happens, it's never not for a reason. If that wasn't...
He's known for being quite the taskmaster in the kitchen, pushing people to their limits, he thinks. He's known for being quite the taskmaster in the kitchen, pushing people to their limits. He thinks that the role of the head chef is to project the pressure amongst the kitchen into each section, creating a sense of urgency from each section. One thing is for sure though, he's known for putting out great chefs out of his kitchen. He's put out many good chefs, one known as Gordon Ramsay. He's also had Heston go through his kitchen, which is one of London's biggest chefs' names as well. He's also had many Australian chefs come through, such as Shannon Bennett and Curtis Stone. Marco believes that it's the role of the head chef to pass down knowledge to any new chef coming through and not withhold it, which I believe is what separates him and makes him a great chef.
If they can't give me all those things, they're no good to me. When people are spending a lot of money, and it's got to be